Alright, welcome back to the channel. Look at our corn. The bees are working the corn real good. This is our stage one of our corn. Some of them, as you can see, are not very tall. Most of them are about 4 or 5 foot tall before the tendril coming up there. We had some drought earlier this year. I don't think it's a nitrogen issue because the bottom of the stalks are not yellowing. So probably just rain. Although we've been getting quite a bit of rain lately, so hopefully it'll turn around a little bit. That's stage 2 of our corn down there. As you can see, it's shooting up a little faster, looks a little greener. There are some yellowing there at the bottom of them, but I don't think that's so much an issue. Those tall things sticking up down there are mullein plants, medicinal plants. I didn't weed eat them down, I just want to let them go. They're in year 2, which is the year for collecting them. And there's our little monster. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Yeah, he's doing his thing. Here's our potato patch. A little worse for the wear. Those storms that we've been getting kind of blew them around real good and made a mess of them. But I think they're doing okay. They'll pull through. Some of them look a little bad, but all right. So here's our squash, and you'll notice I've got some fencing around this part of the garden. My chickens discovered this part of the garden recently and have been trying to decimate all my tomatoes and my peppers and my squash and my zucchini. Get into it before I do. It's a new addition here. These are pole beans. A nice little row starting here. They need some water, a little bit of nitrogen. I'll give them some here in a little bit. There's our tomatoes and peppers. And on the other side out there, the chickens leave it alone, is the onions. Onions are doing wonderful in this soil. The raised beds, on the other hand, are not doing so good. The tomatoes are okay. I added some squash, but and there's some peppers in there. Eggplant. They're doing okay. This soil is quite a bit of sawdust. It doesn't hold water very well, and there's not a lot of nutrient in it. So we're just experimenting with this. The chickens are staying out of here, though. Even though they can get through this fencing, they haven't tried yet. So that's interesting. They might grab a tomato or something from the edge, but that's about it. We did pull the potatoes out of this spot. They were pretty good. They were a little young, but not too bad. There's my broccoli. It's taking its time. It's not coming up very fast. And my lettuce recently shot up. I've got to collect a little bit of that. I actually do have some beans on some of the bush beans down there. They're not doing too good. Again, the soil here in these beds is not great. We're going to improve that soil this next year. Just a learning curve here. I thought it would be better than my regular soil, but that's just the opposite. All right, moving on to the bunnies. So the bunnies, we had one little set of baby bunnies, but the 2 females got to squabbling, and the babies didn't survive it about 3 days in. So we took them out of there, and we put them in here. This is an old dog kennel that I repurposed into a divided bunny cage that I'm going to basically use like a bunny tractor. They really like it. They seem a lot happier, and they each have more space than what they had before. Of course, it's covered with the tarp there. They got a little bit of shelter. They each have their own water, their own food. I do need to get her a better food tray. But this is the door here, little latch. The boards are just the dividers. I made those on the sawmill earlier today. I'm going to run a board on the inside on both ends to keep them from shifting as I pull it and tug it around to new spots. The dimensions of the openings are 3 by 1.5 inches, so basically a 2x4, a store-bought. Yeah, they kind of like it. And as long as they're happy, I'm happy. I may have to do something a little different for wintertime. Maybe do a little more covering, cover it up a little better, maybe turn the door around where I can open it up from the sun. But other than that, I think it'll be okay for them. For right now, at least. I am going to get them a couple of birthing boxes, because this is a female, that's a female, and that's the male. I'll probably get them a couple of those. I let them spend a couple of days in here, just the 3 of them running around together, and of course the buck was doing his job. He was working them good. Yeah, he appreciated that, I think. So I don't think this one got pregnant. She had babies. So it's been a little while since the babies passed, so they're both ready again, and he took advantage of that. So we should be good. The only problem with our corn, as you can see, is the grass is growing up on me a little bit. It's getting to be a chore to keep up with, and to be quite frank, I'm not too worried about it. Keeps the moisture on the soil pretty good. Just get in here and hoe it out, I guess. So later this year, when I collect all this corn, I'm probably going to sow winter wheat here and just circulate through that. What are you doing, monster? You hiding in your favorite spots? The cat absolutely loves the garden. It's his favorite spot. It's like hidey holes everywhere. Alright, we have one more addition I'm going to show you. I'll be right back. Let me pause this. Okay. This is our chick tractor. I wouldn't really necessarily call it a chicken tractor, but it's great for chicks. It's an IBC tote. I think I've showed it in an earlier video. Took the tote out, turned the cage upside down so we have a roof, and use a 2x4 on both sides to connect them together. Made an opening where the spout was a little bit bigger. Cut the top out of the, or excuse me, cut the bottom out of the tote part, and put some vent holes here, and of course we have a loop here made out of some of the material. Keep the rain out of that hole, but let it vent. This rope here ties off to that hook, that hole, loop, whatever. There's a water feeder hanging from that. This cord is a brooder cord. So for the first couple of weeks we kept a heater on them, and it only runs about 40 watts, so running it off solar ain't no big deal. So there's the door. You can see the boards behind it, just kind of strengthen it up a little bit, and then put a couple latches on it. Inside, and they're getting pretty good size, we have a feeder and 24 of those little monsters. 24 new female Rhode Islands. What are you girls doing? There's the heater here. I can turn it off and on with this. I can actually turn it from brooder mode to heater mode. Heater mode runs about 100 watts, but it's too much for this time of year. Every single one of these guys has survived in here. We're on week 5, I think, since we made this. And you guys were, what, 3 days old when we got you? And hadn't lost a single one. So it works. And to be honest with you, we only use this summertime. I used it at night. I didn't use it during the day, because this thing gets pretty warm anyway. And they absolutely like it. I think they're happy. This right here is just to protect the heater from their obvious poo. But I'm gonna give these guys about another month in here, and then they're gonna join the population in the real chicken coop. and we'll probably restock it. I can get this door closed, sorry. Not very good filming, am I? But they really like it. We move them every couple of days. This time here we waited 3 days versus those times was every couple of days. But the grass that comes back after is going to be a lot better than what we had before, so all that fertilizer they're putting on the ground. Well, that's the hope, at least. I don't know what you guys are eating because they've been here for 3 days. These things are mean. Dinosaurs. What are you guys doing? One of my roosters and a little banty hen from the Amish. Got her, a male, and another female at an Amish auction. The other two are long gone. We gave him away because he was just annoying. The little roosters have something to prove, so they're a lot louder, a lot noisier. But we have quite a variety here. You can see the yellow bantams here. Rhode Island red mix. He's a direct descendant of our first rooster, Red. And then, of course, she's mixed. Well, that's about it for today. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you on the next one.